Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how I made this beautiful Christmas centerpiece for my dining room table, so let's jump in. First thing I'm going to be using is some floral foam, a 3-piece organizer that I got from the Dollar Tree. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to glue down the floral foam into the organizer. Now what I want to do is I want this foam to sit above the edge of the organizer. If you have foam that is thick enough to sit above the edge, you really don't have to glue them together like I did here, but this is all that I had on hand. Next thing I'm going to do is prepare my ribbon. I'm going to cut it about 12 inches in length, and then I'm going to fold them over. Okay, so they're going to be about 6 inches on each side. And I'm using one full roll of ribbon to do this. I'm going to take my floral wire, and I got this from Walmart, and I'm going to tie off the end of the open end of the ribbon. Okay. And it doesn't take long to do this. You just wrap it around and then just tuck the end of the ribbon. And that's all it is. I'm going to go ahead and do this for all of the ribbons here that I have. And I'm working with 6 pieces of ribbon. Now I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm just going to glue the ribbon in between the floral foam on either side. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side as well. And you need a generous amount of hot glue here, and you need a little bit of patience to allow it to dry a little bit before you go on to the next step. And I'm just doing the exact same thing on the other side, and you can kind of tuck it in between the floral foam and the side of the organizer just to kind of hold it in place somewhat. And then now I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm going to go towards the end on each side at the end of the floral foam. And you can kind of tuck it in between the foam and the side of the organizer. And that will hold it in place somewhat so that you can keep going to the next step. There you go. So now once I get all the ribbon in, and you can use any ribbon of your choice, I'm going for basically a gold arrangement because that matches with all the other Christmas decorations that I have. Now I'm just taking a $1 garland that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut them in about 12-inch pieces folded over. So when you fold them over, they should reach 12 inches. And so you basically have 24 inches in total. So that's what I'm doing. I'm folding it over and I'm cutting about 12 inches or so in length. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I need to hide that floral foam. Okay. And I'm going to use this as a filler. The ribbon also will be a filler as well. But this garland is going to be what is mainly going to cover the floral foam. So I'm going to just take my hot glue. I'm going to go through this first section here and lay in a piece of the garland. Okay, one is going to go in, they're going to go in 2 opposite directions. And then I'm going to go towards the end here and I'm going to put a piece of garland going forward. And then I'm going to the other end and I'm going to put a piece of garland coming back towards me. And as you can see, it starts to fill in the piece, and so that you start to cover the foam. And that's the reason why I'm doing it. Then I'm going to take another piece of garland, and I'm just going to go through the center so that I have sort of like the 2 tails facing the left and then 2 tails facing the right. Just like that. And these are wired, so you can kind of move them around wherever you need them to be, just so that you don't see the floral foam. Now I'm going to go in with what they're calling premium picks. I believe that that's all that's on the description is premium picks. I'm going to go in right on the very end on either side. Okay. And then I'm going to take another premium pick, and then I'm going to go into this centerpiece foam here so that it sits a little bit further in and a little bit higher than the first one that I put in. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side using the exact same pick. And I love these because they already have the pine cones, the berries, and the ornaments. So now I'm going to take this beautiful gold poinsettia, and it has a clip on the back, and I'm just going to set it right in between those two premium picks that I just put in. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on either side, and I'm just going to clip it onto the premium pick, okay? So now what I'm doing is I took 2 pine cones out the yard, and I'm going to take some Mod Podge onto a paper plate, and I'm going to mix it in with some gold glitter. The glitter is from Walmart, and I'm using the extra fine. I'm just going to take a sponge brush, mix those together, and just put it all over my pine cones, because I didn't want the pine cones to have a dull look to them. Now if you do want a more rustic look, you could definitely leave the pine cones just the way they are, or if you want to go with a winter wonderland, you can actually paint them white, just with a foam brush on the outer edges, just like I'm doing here with the glitter. But I'm going for more of a glam look, so I'm definitely using the gold glitter all over the pine cones. And it coordinates more with the poinsettias as well as the gold premium picks as well. So I'm not even going to wait on these to dry because they dry really fast. So as soon as I get it on, I'm just going to go ahead and glue them onto the 2 sides of the center foam. Okay, you want to put these as low as you can put them. I did go back and readjust that one and put it down lower, like I'm about to do this one. So you want to put it as low as possible, as close as possible to the bottom of the arrangement. Because once you put in the large poinsettias on the top, that'll allow it to kind of peek through a little bit more. I'm going to take some of these gold berries, and I'm going to push everything up as far as I can, all the leaves, and then I'm going to cut them as long as I can, so all the way to the stem. Okay, so I think I ended up with 6 of these, and I'm going to put 2 in on either side of the center foam on the right and then on the left, and then I'm putting 2 right above the poinsettias on either side, doing the exact same thing on either side. Okay, just putting in those beautiful gold glittered berries, and it also serves as a filler to make the arrangement look full. Now I'm going to go in with another poinsettia. Actually, I'm going to go in with 3 more poinsettias. I'm using a skewer. And I'm sorry about my camera not focusing, but I'm just going to take the clip off the back of the poinsettia, and I'm putting the skewer right into the hole that's on the back side of the poinsettia. So once you take off the clip, there's going to be a hole there. You can just stick it right in. And I just glued it in. And I'm going to do that for 3 poinsettias. The exact same thing. Take the clip off and just glue in the skewer. And I got the skewers from Target a really long time ago. I think they were like $1 and something for like 200 skewers. They'll last forever. Now I'm going to cut these down a bit because they are pretty long. So I'm going to cut them down to about 6 inches each. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in right above that pine cone that I just put in on the left and then on the right, doing the exact same thing on either side. So right above that big pine cone. Okay, and then I'm going to put one in the very middle. That's going to be the very top of the arrangement. Here's the finished product. I absolutely love it on my dining room table. It just accents my hurricanes and my angels. I just can't say how much I love the way this all looks together. The camera doesn't do it any justice like how it looks in person. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me as I created my Christmas centerpiece, and I will see you in my next video.